Uh, Hi everyone, I'm Mike, CEO of Hummingbot, and I just want to make a quick little video to recap this wild and crazy 2020 year and how how it's gone for everyone at Hummingbot and a bit of what you guys can look forward to for 2021. So let's get started. First, a disclaimer: everything we're doing here is for instructional and educational purposes only. Anything we're doing is not financial or legal advice, and you as a user are responsible for configuring, and using Hummingbot yourselves. So, as an open source project, the number one metric we track is how decentralized are we. And this year, what's amazing is we're really seeing Hummingbot turn from kind of like a project where we're the ones writing the code to one where we're writing some of the code, but we're also assisted by many individuals around the world who are also contributing, as well as professional developers who work at exchanges and protocols who are creating their own connectors, their own strategies, and submitting them into the repository. And so I think this is really important for the future of Hummingbot, because in order to be sustainable long term, we think that Hummingbot has to be a community-led project. Our team has also grown a lot this year. Because of the pandemic, we got rid of our office in Mountain View, California, and we pivoted to being a completely remote-first company with team members all over the world. It was and I think amazingly, I think we discovered that new model actually fits our team a lot better than having a physical office. And because of that remote first model, we were able to hire an amazing team of people from all over the world. And now we have employees, we have teammates in 6 different continents. The only one we don't have is Antarctica. But if someone's in Antarctica and you're looking for a role, we'd love to have all 7 continents. So please let us know. On Discord, where our main community hangout resides, now we have over 8,000 people. And the best part of this is that before it was really our support team who were helping new users and helping them understand how to install Hummingbot and get started with liquidity mining. But today, many of the questions are being answered by other community members and directly with one another. And so this is another sign that as a community-led project, we've kind of achieved some form of critical mass, and hopefully the community can continue to grow and to help each other out going forward. As you guys know, one way that we make Hummingbot sustainable is we build integrations for exchanges and protocols that benefit from the collective trading activity of Hummingbot users. This year, we're seeing a lot of interest from AMM protocols, protocols that have some type of automatic market maker exchange on their blockchain. So we've built strategies for Celo, Terra, and Balancer that allow their community to run arbitrage bots and provide the stability and liquidity that those venues need in order to survive and prosper. And so those are relatively new, but we're really excited about them because we think that these arbitrage strategies are really how the centralized world of spot order exchanges unites and kind of like bridges with the decentralized world of AMM protocols. So during the end of this year, we started doing experiments on governance. So we held 3 votes and allowed the community to select which exchanges we would merge into Hummingbot next. So the community picked Loopring in the first vote, DYDX in the second vote, and then Bitstamp in the third vote. So DYDX and Loopring are now part of Hummingbot, and currently we're working with the developer who created the Bitstamp connector to get that merged in within the next few releases. Governance is something that we're really passionate about because we believe that in order to be sustainable, the community has to be the one that decides how the codebase develops. So next year we'll be doing even more with governance and expanding kind of like the set of questions that we ask the community to help us decide. But the biggest thing that we're excited about with 2020, the biggest kind of milestone we accomplished as a company was actually delivering upon the white paper that we published late in 2019. Back then, the concept of liquidity mining, which is kind of like letting the crowd provide liquidity for a trading pair, was just an idea. And this year we through a lot of hard work from our engineering team and a lot of trust from partners who took a chance and tried it out, we were able to make it a reality. So today you can go to miner.hummingbot.io and earn rewards by providing liquidity to these projects. And today I think we're finally seeing that, yes, you can actually replace hiring a market maker with simply putting a reward pool and allowing anyone, allowing the decentralized market, fill your provide liquidity for you. But we couldn't have gotten there without all the partners who really trusted this approach and really took a chance on this new model for liquidity provision. And so we've worked with 15 projects, including Algorand, NEM, and Solana, some of the largest tokens of crypto. But we think liquidity mining is really also for the long tail. So we're also, we're grateful that we're able to work with some of the mid-cap coins out there, like Harmony, Kava with Hard Protocol, Zcoin, iExec, and Mainframe. And going forward, and we believe that the reason why liquidity mining is good is because it's not just for the largest projects. It's not just for the smallest projects. It's really a different model that allows kind of like large projects to kind of like interact with larger market makers, but also smaller projects to interact with smaller market makers. And I think we're hopeful that we can expand this out next year. So liquidity mining filled a total of 300 million of total fill order volume. Really happy with that, and it's also growing pretty fast right now. Of that, NEM was the number one place with over 42 million filled order volume. Right behind them, very close behind, was Mainframe with 41 million, and finally Coty took the number 3 spot with 37 million filled order volume filled. And at the peak, our users provided over $91,000 of liquidity within 2% depth in a snapshot for NEM, and we think that the NEM campaigns have gone really well because we've worked with NEM in order to educate their community and ours about how NEM works and how liquidity mining works. During 2020, we paid out a total of $215,000 in total liquidity mining payouts. And a lot of this is coming from each individual project. So these are a variety of different tokens. So we've concentrated on the top tokens like USDC and Tether so far on Ethereum. But starting next year, we're going to add how many payment token types we can, and we'll try to add as many and many chains as possible to that token mix. And so the largest reward this year was paid out by the Hard Protocol team. When they launched the Hard token, they set a $10,000 weekly reward pool, which was earned by users. So thank you to the Hard team. And finally, we've had over 1,000 liquidity miners who have earned rewards this year in 2020. This number may seem a lot large, but we consider all the how challenging it is to actually run a market making bot and run Hummingbot and earn rewards. It's a testament to all the people out there who have tried Hummingbots and who are market making for all of our partners. So the largest number of participants was actually the Hard campaign, perhaps because of the large reward pool, saw the largest number of users. And we've also seen great participation from the Solana and the Nose campaigns as well. Finally, I'd like to congratulate some of the our top liquidity miners. So in first place with almost $30,000 of rewards earned was address 0xC5E2. So congratulations. Second place with more than 14,000 was user with address starting 0x6247B. And third place, taking home the bronze medal was user 0xB5B2BFB2. We should probably replace these with our leaderboard, names and icons soon. I think personalization of user profiles on Humming Miner is a feature that I think we'll try to add pretty soon. And so obviously liquidity mining is about liquidity. It's not about price, but we do track how the prices of the tokens for which we do liquidity mining do change. And so the biggest price movement was seen by Mainframe, which rose over 200% during the course of their campaign. And Zilliqa and Solana also, the prices of their tokens also did very well during their two campaigns. So looking forward to next year, we have lots of exciting plans for Hummingbot next year. Just as a little bit of a sneak peek into what we're doing, we're going to expand liquidity mining a lot. So we spent this year really testing out the system on Binance, improving stability and accuracy throughout the year. But the challenge of actually collecting data from thousands of liquidity miners in real time and allocating rewards is a pretty hard problem. But I'm happy to report that we've created a system that we feel like is very much scalable now. And going into next year, now we can really start to add other exchanges to our infrastructure. So the second exchange we're adding is KuCoin. So you'll see announcements for liquidity mining campaigns there. But we'll be adding a number of different exchanges during 2021 also for liquidity mining. Secondly, we're seeing a lot more funds and trading firms and use Hummingbot, as well as highly sophisticated individuals. And so the needs of these types of users are a little bit different from the normal Hummingbot user. And so we'll start to kind of have an edition of Hummingbot that's catering to the pro user. Most notably, it will include our proprietary backtesting engine, along with access to historical order book data that allows someone to really backtest and understand how a strategy might perform before they throw it out there into the wild. We're starting betas and pilots for that in the first part of 2021, but that area is one area that we're very excited to flesh out, in the future. Finally, we did a couple of small experiments with governance last year, but community governance is definitely something we want to really push on in 2021. There's lots of issues and decisions that we have to decide on. I think there's over 200 open issues in the Hummingbot code base, and frankly, I think we need help from the community to decide which of those bugs should we fix, which exchanges should we add next, which strategies should we support. And so, I think our team has finite bandwidth, but I think the more that the community can help us decide how to allocate that bandwidth, the more I think Hummingbot will grow and prosper in the way that the community wants. So that's really it. Overall, I just want to thank everyone who uses Hummingbot. For us, I feel very lucky to be able to work on a project that is really open source, that actually is providing value to everyone who's using the software out there in the world. I feel really fortunate that it's like we found this business model that allows us to provide the software for free, because it's all your collective trading activity that allows us to sustain Hummingbot by monetizing from the larger companies that are benefiting from your activity. So yeah, I just want to thank everyone who's, all of our users, our partners, and of course our team members as well. So happy New Year, and let's all hope for a better 2021.